vitamin water. Yeah, look at that. Fucking nature. Like I'm always saying, always a different scenery, a different place. Can't always be the same. You know what I mean? Go out there, eat your stacks, do what you gotta do, stay out the way. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I just wanted to stay on the topic of never backing down, never giving up. I don't know if you heard of that before. Don't back down. Don't give up. Just yesterday, I feel like I was put to some test, and I think I did as best as I could. Like, I didn't fold or bend. I did what I had to do. I was about to give up, and then in my head, I was like, please, God, give me the strength to do what I gotta do. And by the grace of God, I did what I had to do. Now it's done. We're moving on. It's not that deep, you know. It's not that big of a deal. But we outside, you know what I'm saying? Just taking in fresh air, trying to get some of these videos, whatever. Chill ass day, I ain't gonna lie. See what else I get into and what else I record, you know. Just wanted to say that don't give up. Never give up, bro. Keep on pushing it. Keep on doing what you gotta do. Yeesh. So are you.
Imagine having everything that you could possibly want, but at the same time having nothing. I got this idea or whatever, this thing in my head. I'm watching Iron Man, and I was like watching the movie, and enjoying it and understanding the whole idea of it or whatnot. And he's like a guy that has everything, according to the eyes of everybody that doesn't have what he has, like money, women, success, the smarts or whatever that Tony Stark has, you know what I mean? And there's this part in the movie where he's literally in the cave, and that fool had nothing. He has nothing. He still has his name and his brains and his smart. That's why I think that that's what is important for real, I feel like your money and all that can come and go, but what you got inside of your mind and what you carry around with yourself, that is like your tools, your life tools that you essentially, can use everywhere. You can use them anywhere at any point, so make sure you get your life tools up, make sure you have a bunch of those, like the strength to do stuff, faith and stuff, courage, and um, all those little like things that people need or whatever to get by when situations get kind of rough. But imagine having everything, but at the same time nothing. Back to what I was just saying. Tony Stark was in the cave with, I forget his name. It's the guy that helps him build his first suit, I think. And I say I think because I don't know if that's the first suit that he makes, but in the movie it is. He helps him make the suit, and he tells him that I'm gonna go see my family when I get out of here. But little does he know that his family's already dead. His family's already dead, and at the end he ends up dying. And he's all like, "This was the plan the whole time. I'm going to go see my family now. And this is what I wanted. Don't worry about it." And he lets him, and he gives him his peace. But he like tells him, like about himself, and he's like a man with everything, but at the same time with nothing. He pretty much has everything that guy could possibly want, but that guy, he just wants to be with his family. Like that's stuff that is, I feel like, more grounded, more real, because your money and your stuff like that is gonna come and go. You know what I mean? And maybe you'll get tired of that. You're like, I don't want this no more. I want something else. And like with folks and like people you hang around with and like really get a connection, make a connection with, you're not like so easy to let things go and like drop them. I feel like that's what really tells you if someone is like really pushing you and like testing you and stuff like that. So I think it was just very crazy that part because sometimes I feel like I don't have anything, but I have everything that I could possibly need to get it going, you know, to get things rolling, to do what I gotta do. And you probably do too, you know. You probably woke up a little bit sad, a little bit depressed, but it's all right, you know. Like the day's gonna keep on going, and inevitably, like everything has to come to an end. You know, the day's gonna come to an end. Whatever, it's gonna come to an end. And when it does come to an end, you wanna have done as much as you could, you know, because if you're a person that really doesn't give a damn, well, then you don't really care about what you're doing or about, you know, what's around you or about yourself. And I feel like that's very sad. Like that's something else that maybe I need to talk about too. But you need to like keep on going. You know, you got to keep on pushing it. Don't stop the grind. You know, keep pushing that boulder up that hill. You know, you might not feel it. You might feel a little bit heavier some days. You know, but that it's moving. It's definitely moving. It's what I'm starting to see now. You know, like I'm trying to be very patient with this, and I feel like I've been tiring myself out in my head. You know, like mentally, by thinking about overly thinking about things and overly thinking about what I'm gonna do and this and that. But I gotta think about it like this isn't gonna come overnight. You know, like whatever I gotta do, I gotta be patient with it, and you know, just keep on running it up and don't stop. You know, because imagine having everything, but at the same time, you have nothing.